Okay, it's Tuesday, January 28th, and let's see what's going on in the wonderful world of Trump and the economy. And it's all about the rich people, and let's pick on the poor people, the lesser people, the pawns to distract everybody. I'm not going to go through all these except for their figures. Three of these names are repeated. This guy's worth 1.5 billion, 2.5 billion, 1.1, 1.1, 1.1, 5 billion, 3.4 billion, 1 billion. Three of these names are, I'm not going to go through them. 2 billion, 1 billion, 1 billion, 1 billion, 10 million, 8 million. It's just insane what's, I mean, it's like, come on, people. I mean, this is the most bought off. This is again. There are two factions within the New World Order. These guys have overcome, and it's not going to be good, regardless of the good shit we see happening right now with Trump running in. Of course, it's the mass deportations. The figure that I get that's supposed to be correct is 7,300. There's one figure that I'm going to get to it because there's an important. I found in this article where somebody said they're doing 10,000 a day, which isn't happening, but there's some other shit I found in that. But let's pause here. I'm going to show another article, but here's, Trump suggests he was literally anointed by God. Trump says he was saved by God to make America great again. He'll defend Christianity from radical left that seek to tear down crosses. Again, this is just using Christians for the agenda, but let's pause here. And this is a joke. Trump signed an executive order to release the secret files, JFK and MLK. Do you really think they're going to tell us anything new? I mean, the MAGA people that believe this shit is astonishingly fucking pathetic, considering we're supposed to be bright people in this country. But let's move on. Okay, Trump's federal DEI purge, equity and inclusion or some shit. Yeah, I think that I think that's right. Anyway, they're on paid leave. They're going to save approximately 420 million in current and pending contracts. Okay, these guys are on paid leave. That can go on for months or fucking years because you, of course, working with the federal government and unions and all that shit. But it just, I mean, I get it and I agree with it. Hiring somebody based on race or because they're trans, that shit's got to go. That's just fucking obvious. But I mean, 420 million's a penny in a fucking 5-gallon drum thingy. You know what I mean? I want to address this because this is a biggie, especially regarding the Democrats and especially CNN. I'm talking about not going to their website. I'm talking about what we all see when we fucking watch TV. But what CNN is or is not, especially in this case, is not saying. Haman warns arrests will increase. Non-violence will be, if you're caught up with them, you're going bye-bye too. There's a reason for this. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Now, the point I'm raising here is why have I not seen on CNN, they are not up there bitching one fucking iota about these men and women being arrested. They're deporting these motherfuckers that they're arresting. How come they're not up there bitching? Oh my God, they're leaving behind wives and children. They're leaving behind husbands and children. Where is all that? And people got to understand this. This is not part of the agenda between the Republicans and the Democrats. This is the whole thing underneath Trump. Trump's just the capital, the title, and name over all this. This is not CNN and the Democrats going along, being part of the program, being part of the agenda. This is because underneath what's going on underneath Trump and the power behind him, it's a whole new fucking agenda. This is a whole new separate world order all by itself, and people have got to see this because this is going to get fucking, I'm going to show you another one how bad this is going to get if they decide to do it, which they very possibly could. Among other things. But anyway, it's going to be astonishing what starts going on underneath this, and people got to get this because, we're seeing moves now never done before. They got the hearings on Panama, which is just for the face of the public. They're going to control the Panama Canal. All this shit about China's been controlling it. If China was having all this shit going on with the Panama Canal, the left or the right would have been mentioning it over the years. This shit in Greenland. Yes, they want to get bases up there. They're going to reopen even though it wasn't there's only a few people left. They're military people in that Adak, Alaska, the Adak Island. They're going to reopen that. That's going to be like $30 billion. And I guarantee you part of the thing of getting more troops in Greenland and all that is because of the Norway seed vault. But let's move on. Oh, look at this. All these Trumpsters are in military. Trump's reinstatement of troops booted over COVID. Hail as a win for freedom. Great day for patriots. A White House executive order. Oh, when was this? 23. Oh, where was it? There's a number. 43. Only 43 returned to active duty, but now they get to be reinstated with pay and with rank and all that good shit. Why is that? Is that Trump? Remember, Trump was the godfather, the granddaddy of the COVID vaccination, the COVID lockdowns. He allowed it all to happen. He went from no, don't get vaccines to yes, you should get vaccines. And why is he doing this? He doesn't give a flying fuck about you. They just need more people back in the military because their ranks have gone down. That's all that is. How many people? I would like to see how many people in these numbers actually go back. I mean and financially it's a good deal for you. Get your rank back and all that back pay. Fuck yeah. But and again, it's not about the fucking truth. It's not about giving a shit about you. It's getting the military ranks back up. The numbers. I didn't watch this. It's just the point of the headline. Justice Department fires several prosecutors involved in Trump's investigations. Of course, presidents do this, but this is going to be sweeping, and this is about dictatorship. This is a major. This is people got to get it. This is a new world order, like a new world order we've never seen before. Pause. Okay, just this morning, a freeze went on for federal funded programs. Oh man, hopefully I got a screenshot of the title. They're freezing all this federal grants and all this shit. And involved in that is this shit, Head Start, the lunch programs and all that, the Head Start. I remember years ago when Head Start started, it's 0 to 5 years old, and all our beloved truthers put out, they want your kids in the Head Start programs, 0 to 5 years old, because they want to start brainwashing your kids into the education system, the American flag system and all that. No, that's not what it was about. This was about doing a paid program to babysit your fucking kids. That's all this was. You're not. Come on, give me a fucking break. This is not about brainwashing. This is about paid federal babysitting programs. And you look into school lunch programs. Okay, we got to go to it from the way we all look at it as truthers, patriots, and keeping the state and the federal system different, right? Then why is the federal government paying for babysitters for your kid from 0 to 5 years old? That's all this was a fucking babysitting program. And look at any of this from the way we're supposed to look at it. Should the federal government be paying to babysit your kid? Should the federal government be supplying funds to states for your kids' school lunch program? No, they should not. That should be up to you, your family, your community, your district, your city, your state. I mean, all that. That's up to them. I mean, give me a fucking break. These federal funds should never be used for all this shit. I mean, pause here. Matter of fact, it says it so in this description right here. Ages 3 to 5, early, 3 to pregnant women. Migrated seasonal Head Start from birth to 5. Seasonal workers. Why? So they can go to work and have babysitters. Pause here. The freeze Trump just did on temporary funding freeze could affect trillions. Of course, it affects trillions of dollars. What does it say here? Widespread. They're going after the inclusiveness, the transgender stuff, which we all get. That shit shouldn't be there. Okay, where's the other part I want here? I mean, this affects just all sorts of shit. Like it says they're contractors but where's it at here? Where's that? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, there it is. I saw this on CNN. They were talking about it, but I haven't seen it on Fox. It says Medicare and Social Security benefits will be unaffected by the pause, according to the memo, but there was no explanation whether the pause would affect Medicaid, food stamps, disaster assistance, and other programs. Disaster assistance is going to go bye-bye underneath the FEMA thing, which it should. I mean, the federal government should be... help ourselves. That's what we used to do. But anyway, I'm going to tell you right now, from what I gather watching it on CNN, they're fair pointing that it's going to affect Medicare, Social Security, And I think, Medicaid, cause that's what the government wants. That's what the Trump agenda wants here. They want you to be afraid of this. That way you will settle for the lesser. Get it? And yes, all that should go by, the federal funding should go bye for all that inclusiveness and race-based, sexual-based hiring and all that shit. Not even transgender, just men. All that shit this shit should never happen because that's racism covered underneath racism, or whatever the fuck you call it. But let's pause here. So I was trying to Google what Trump's been up to. On the 27th, he floated the idea of those who have American citizens, us, whether including us white people, and black people, because we're the primary Americans, right? Anyway, if you've been convicted many, many times, you get to go to you're the hell of our country, get the hell out of our country, excuse me. And he's considering paying countries to house prisoners, like when states pay other states to house prisoners because they don't have enough room. And do not think that can't happen. Then this one was filed loose against Quaker groups filed lawsuits against Homeland Security because they want ICE right now is prohibited from going into churches to look for illegals. Now, do you want to violate the sanctity of church and state to look for illegals? You can't wait outside. I mean, watch out for this shit that's coming. Anyway, this Trump floats so I looked that up, floats foreign imprisonment for American criminals who are repeat offenders as a cost-saving measure. Because private prisons, everybody should know in this country, are also expensive and they do scams. What do you think's going to go? How would you like to be housed as a prisoner in a foreign country and live under that thing? People would say, that's what we do in this country. Oh, they're pedophiles or rapists, they're multiple murderers and all that, so it's okay. So, but astonishing what could happen here. And do not think this would not happen. Continuing with that, suggests a small fee to foreign countries, imprisoned Americans, repeat offenders, modern day penal colony. Cost-saving measure. The British did it. Oh, here's that part where it says the British did it. Massive amounts of money, private prisons, blah, blah, blah. Do not think that would not happen for a fucking second. So, of course, that led me to Google, is the Federal Bureau of Prisons having money shortages? Yes, they are. And they're sure because you never see on the news all this money being allocated to federal prisons to close 7 facilities. This was December 6th. Pause here. Man, back, so I Googled federal prison facility in Colorado. This is in Inglewood. I was there. I did 8 years there, 4 years at that main prison, and 3 years at the federal prison, what they call satellite camp. So anyway, this was a news thing from a news channel in Denver. Where is it at? Oh, KDVR. So I did a MapQuest thing. There's the main prison there. And I did my last 3 years over there at the camp, which is now closed. They closed it. And there's no fences there. Matter of fact, in the 3 years I was there, nobody escaped and took off, but absconded. Anyway, let's pause here. I have not watched the last few. I did notice Richie's got this thanks for sending me money button, of course. Is AI is not a threat. I'm not going to watch this shit. They can dig false flags anytime. Again, AI is not a threat to us whatsoever. It's what any powers that be or any scammer or hustler does with that AI. We're not going to be combined with robots. We're not going to be interjected with nanobots and all this fucking stupid horse shit in our brains transferred into a robot or a robot brain put in to replace our brain. And again, over all these years, we watch all these top-notch rich people, politicians die and all that shit from the diseases and old age. Why are they not transferred into other bodies? Where's their fucking clone stuff? All these fucking, oh my God, Biden has a clone, Trump has a clone. So could they put somebody in that? It's now and then, of course they could. Do I believe it ever fucking happened? No. It all came off a stupid fucking movie. It's again, all this Another big example. I just mentioned it again. I brought it up twice recently. These lone wolf terrorists, these right wing extremists. Why is it they had these two recent events with the guy that took the truck and ran over those people in New Orleans, the dude who blew up the Tesla in front of the Trump Tower? They did not blame it on lone wolves. They did not blame it on fucking right. It's fear. It's again all this right wing. The government's going at the New World Order is going after the right wing extremists. They're going after the left, the Republicans, because you're Americans, you're patriots, you're truthers. Then why the fuck why have they not done it? They haven't done it. It's fear porn. They put out the fear porn. The social media puts out the fear porn. Our beloved truthers on social media, BitChute, YouTube put out their fucking propaganda and bullshit. Whether they're in on it or not, they want the money or they're shills. I mean, over and over, it's the same fucking thing. If they wanted to do this, why are they not doing it? Where's all these fucking backpack nukes we heard about sometime in the past? Where's all these... they bring over the people and the sleeper cells. What's up with the sleeper cells? They're starting to round up all these illegals now. That means the New World Order. That means the federal government, the NSA, the FBI, Homeland Security knows about their sleeper cells. Why aren't they activating? Why aren't they? I mean, look at encompass all the fucking fear porn galore coming from the top on high. And our beloved truthers pick it up, propagate the same exact shit. And every one of their videos, what's it about? Money. Their videos are nothing but ever about money, 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 money. Zero exceptions, except myself. And this might be it. Oh, I forgot when I took this picture off the TV summit recently on Fox. Trump seeks to stop gain of function research. Didn't gain of function go on underneath him? Of course. As being the figurehead Trump, he might not have known and probably did not know what the fuck was going on with COVID. So anyway, for whatever that's worth, of course, it's like other shit. Can they stop it here and it goes underground in the basement labs of the CIA and other countries? Of course, but pause here. Oh, in my neck of the woods, we recently had this new thing for the weather called an Omega block. A fucking joke, the way they try to explain the geoengineering and the fucked up weather. Oh yeah, what do we see underneath various presidents? But this is significant. It's huge, and it's keep going. It's going to keep on going. Trump firing those that investigated him. Now, look, you played a significant role in prosecuting Trump. The proper functioning of government critically depends on the trust superior officials place in their subordinates. In other words, under a dictatorship, you're not supposed to go after the guy that's the president or anybody above you. Get it? Yeah, get it. Okay. Given your significant role, President, I do believe that the leadership of the government can trust you to assist in implementing the president's agenda faithfully. Now, this was talking about the other person. Oh, that's the acting attorney general. Let me pause here. This is what I was talking about earlier. All this shit. Oh, what's going on here? Focus. All this shit needs to go by federal funds. Federal funds for any of this need to go bye-bye. Bye-bye. It's babysitting. Like I said, it's babysitting. So, and let's say you're a federal worker and the feds want to do babysitting for just federal workers, like, private companies can do and pay for it themselves. Well, then that doesn't fly either unless that's completely coming out of your check and not every other taxpayer. But you get it. Pause here. That's it. I'm going to end this here. But see the bullshit. Again, the biggest one lately. Now it adds in this shit with the deportations combined. He wants to maybe do federal prisons. I don't think it's state prisons because he can't do that. But federal prisons outside the country, how would you like to be I know people would say, well, you're in prison. You deserve to be in the most fucked up country. No, it doesn't work like that. You're in America. You should be in America. But anyway, the problem is government overcharges for anything. And we got to see how bad it's going to get once they get rid of the illegals, all the criminals, and should they deport everybody else, which is going by anybody's figures under just Biden, up to 10 million, but let's say it's even 5 million. Do you want all 5 million gone and suffer the repercussions? Well, that's what you get, but let's see what happens, and see you later. Bye.